If you were actually able to make good money where you could have a beautiful place to live for your whole family, and even like any family you wanted to move out there, you would stay in Staten Island?
I wouldn't live close to New York with my postage stamp of land. I want to live close to New York my entire life with a little bit of land. Maybe Westchester, maybe Long Island, maybe Jersey. That's the only place I want to go.
In Alabama, you could probably own a city, though, for the same price.
But
but I won't be close to New York.
But listen, Westchester and Long Island and New Jersey, it's just the same as Staten Island. Like,
right.
you know what I mean?
No, I'm saying that's the only place.
Yeah.
I want a
not price-wise, though.
I want a postage stamp.
Jersey's worse.
I want a postage stamp of land. No, Jersey's cheaper. The taxes are terrible. I want a little bit of land that I can go in my backyard, and I want to be relatively close to New York because I don't care what anyone says, and I apologize to any of our listeners out there that are not from New York. New York is the cultural epicenter of the universe.
But how much have you taken advantage of that? You're just like me. I always say that, but like, how much have I taken advantage of that recently?
How much do you take advantage of it not realizing how much you're taking advantage of it? If you feel like getting something at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can. Mm-hmm. I work all hours of the night, and the ability to be able to go buy whatever I need at whatever time is there for me. And granted, that's because of what my job is today. I'm not taking advantage of it from social purposes and enjoying myself, but like I could go wherever at any time and get anything I need at any time.
And what generation are you guys New York? Well, what generation are you guys Staten Islanders? Were you born on Staten Island?
No.
Chris, no?
I moved to Staten Island in 1990. My whole family.
I moved to Staten Island in 85.
Oh, wow.
We were like, grew up probably 10 blocks away from each other.
See, I'm like 8th generation Staten Island.
Wow, really? Yeah. Oh, that's because you're like,
so
you're a very Nordic type of fellow.
You and the Franklins hung out with each other? Your family and like Benjamin Franklin hung out with each other?
I know, I mean, Benjamin Franklin wasn't a Staten Islander, was he?
Benjamin Franklin lived on Staten Island, absolutely.
Did he?
100%.
I'm sure they hooked up.
So did Alyssa Milano, for that matter. I mean.
And she hooks up.
But I don't see myself leaving Staten Island ever, man. I love it here.
When we get the job in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, are you going to do the same thing I'm going to do? You're just going to commute?
Oh, yes, because, I mean, my
wife...
Does
that train in Manhattan go all the way down to Tuscaloosa?
My wife's not going to leave her New York City Board of Education job to go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to teach.
But if we went down to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, she'll probably become the superintendent of schools in a week and a half.
For the record, Charlie,
just because she has more than 4 teeth.
I might have to telecommute. I'm sorry. I don't know if
your brother Charlie is on fire today.
What did he say?
What's he got?
He said the cultural epicenter of for you is your house, Chris, because you never leave it.
It's ground zero up in here.
It's odd. It's very odd that Chaz brings this up because subject number. Where is it? Subject number.
Doesn't really need a number.
No, I want to see where it is because it makes a difference to me. Oh, subject number 4 on my list is leaving the house versus staying home. I don't know. That's what it says on my list.
I choose staying home.
I choose staying home too.
99% of the time.
On Thursday night, like I said earlier, it was my Christmas party for work. And I actually went out to a bar, had some drinks, then went to another bar, had some drinks, and had an unbelievably great time.
Where were you? I was out on Friday night. Where were you?
Thursday night. I was at a place called the Overlook on 43rd Street, and then I was at a place called Snafu on 47th.
Snafu.
Yeah, Snafu. I think it's called Snafu on 47th. Wasted, blind, drunk, running around through the city, screaming at people in bars, getting them to engage in people I didn't know, getting them to engage in obviously the old age discussion of if a ninja was fighting a pirate and one of them had a laser beam, which one would it be? And that was my gimmick for the whole night, which is from the was it realultimatepower.com? I thought was the old ninja website. I think it's realultimatepower.com. And apparently, for some reason, everyone that I brought it up to never saw this website, which is the old ninja website. And it was just hilarious to me. And we just had this whole conversation the whole night. I mean, I'm telling you for like 5 hours straight. Ninjas and pirate.
I would say the pirate.
Obviously.
I think the laser.
No, obviously. It's even explained if you go to realultimatepower.com to give them a plug because I'm sure they need it from us.
My thing would be that the pirates are constantly finding things. And ninjas, I tend to think of being guys like that are taught in ancient traditions, and like laser beams probably aren't making their way to them anytime soon.
That's actually wrong because the ninjas will play electric guitar like crazy. I'm telling you, go to realultimatepower.com and you'll enjoy it. But this is what I did all night on Thursday night. Just this crazy, just drunk, stupid conversations with strangers. I had so much effing fun. It was ridiculous.
Well, why did you think you had fun? First of all,
I don't know.
I mean, because
not too long ago, you made fun of me for talking to strangers when you were drunk. or when I was drunk. And yet here you are, enjoying yourself, talking to strangers in a drunken stupor. I just called you out on the carpet.
Okay, I'm a hypocrite.
That was no fun.
Surprise! Oh, sorry, do you want me to fight it? Well, see, that's different because I'm me and you're you.
I think you had
job,
trouble because
bro.
you hadn't gone out in a while, and you got people thought maybe you were attractive, and you were like, oh, this guy thinks I'm good looking, and you're like, oh, let me talk to him.
Wait, who thought who was attractive?
Some dude you work with or something, right?
Thought I was attractive?
Right, I mean,
Dude, look at me.
Why
no
would
one's
you-
thinking I'm attractive.
But why would you be having a good time at a party then?
It was, I don't know, I was just drunk and just joking around, and it was I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. But then the next day, well, not the next day, because the next day I actually take off from work and go to my daughter's doctor's appointment. But the day, yesterday, I woke up, got out of bed, and I stood home all day and did nothing. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to say I did nothing. I did a lot of stuff, but I never left my house for anything. Like, I didn't even take the garbage out. Like, I stood 100% in the house yesterday,
It's a good day.
and I had so much effing fun just being in the house all day.
The balance should be 90-10. The balance should be 10% going out somewhere and 90% staying in the house.
Nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. That's it. Stay at home 90% of the time, 10% go out.
No, but that's
enjoy
not
yourself.
fun factor because you're not having 90% of fun in the house and 10% of fun outside.
I have tons of fun in my house.
There is
I
nothing-
really do. I'm a
there's
nerd,
nothing-
but I mean, I
Nothing more fun to me than being locked in this very room. I don't know, going to MySpace, going to YouTube, looking at my MP3 player saying, oh, wait, I forgot to put the title of that record on my MP3 player. Let me put this on here. Guy.
Granted, Thursday, I stayed home and I read Matthew and marked down passages of it that I had read in other books so I could look into them further. That's fun to me, but so maybe it's an issue of like if you can stay home and read and have fun, or like.
So when say the maximum fun you can have is no one's home, you're home by yourself. Say you have 5 hours by yourself. What do you do for those 5 hours by yourself? No family problems, no wife, no girlfriend, no nothing. What do you do for those 5 hours?
I think it's obvious that you whack your bag as many times as you possibly can.
exactly.
Well, that's a given.
Exactly
It's obvious. I figure
Yeah,
5
but
hours.
after the first 5 minutes. What do you
5
do?
hours, I figure you get 3 in those 5 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. I can agree
Yeah,
with
okay, what do you do between the time? What do you do
that.
after?
For the next
Yeah.
4.5 hours.
Honestly, personal obsessions. What I do, YouTube. I go to YouTube. I type in the words "girl space fight." Watching mixed martial arts fights with girls and after school brawls of girls, I find unbelievably compelling.
Really?
Love it.
That's kind of sick. I don't like that.
It's not in a
I watch girl fights every once in a while.
not in a sexy way. Not in a sexy
No,
way.
yeah.
Just like I love, because I'm used to seeing dudes fighting, girls fighting. So especially girls mixed martial arts. I was watching. I can't think of the girl's name. The girl who's now actually on American Gladiators, the new American Gladiators. Last night, I was watching videos of her just knocking out Japanese girls all night long. It was fantastic.
How
to
do
me.
you feel about the clips that you can find where, whether it's on the street or otherwise, a girl beating up a boy?
What do you mean on the street or otherwise?
Like in YouTube, you'll see, like when you're searching girl fights, you have inevitably landed on a couple of them.
of course.
Where the girl
Last
beats
night I
the guy
watched
up.
a girl knock out a dude who was drunk at a party. I thought it was
how do you,
hilarious.
I love them.
See, that
Those
is
are great.
disturbing. To me, a UFC girl fight is boring, and like a real fight is like kind of disturbing. I don't like watching that. It's like
Well, everyone that I've seen, I don't watch. I don't know. I like watching people fight.
that's weird to me.
I like watching people fight. I love MMA, and it's the same thing.
But you don't like to fight physically. Like you're not a type of guy that gets into fights. It's just
anymore, no.
It's just weird to me that you like seeing that.
Well, here,
you like
I'll
competition though.
I'll
You like-
set something up for you. Hey, Brian, I read the Dubliners. Crap.
Man. You are so lucky I'm sober. You are so lucky I'm sober.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something. There's something there. There's something about the better, the more refined, the traditionally less violent gender getting into fights that is compelling.
The chaos of a girl fight is great.
What's that?
The chaos of like a street girl fight is great.
See,
I love it.
I'm not a huge fan of the street ones because those always was like 6 girls jumping on 2, and I'm not into that. I'm not into that.
And I would
chaos.
disagree with you saying that they're the gender that doesn't like to fight. I think they're the gender that fights more than males.
Traditionally, physically, they're probably not the ones who are known